Hi there, my name is Abdul Hamid, and those are my group mates Elaine and Ainul. And today we'll be talking about the theory of planned behavior and how it could be related to promoting Victoria University. But first, let's understand the theory of planned behavior. This theory explains consumer behavior and how it is mostly based on their behavioral intentions. Those intentions are determined by three factors: attitude towards behavior, subjective norms, and perceived control. These factors combine together to form an intention, which then leads to the behavior of the person.
Attitude towards behavior will have an effect on how likely you are to perform this behavior. It could be positive or negative. The more positive the attitude, the more likely you are to perform that behavior. Next is subjective norms. This depends on how people around you think of this behavior, especially if they are close to you. If they have already experienced said behavior, you are more likely to listen to their opinion and go by it. Now let's look at perceived behavioral control. Behavioral control is whether or not you think you are able to take that action. The more likely you are able to do it, the more you will want to behave a certain way. In order for us to use the theory of planned behavior effectively, we must first define the desired behavior in terms of target, action, context, and time of behavior.
Now let's apply this theory to the case of joining Victoria University. As an example, here is Ahmed. Ahmed is wondering whether or not he should join Victoria University. Starting with attitude towards behavior, he first does his research and realizes that Victoria University offers a lot of courses and facilities that he is interested in. This results in a positive attitude and increases the chances of him joining Victoria University. However, he still needs the opinion of his family and close friends as well as people who have attended Victoria University. These opinions will have an effect on Ahmed's final decision depending on how good or bad they are. Finally, Ahmed starts to think about whether or not he will be able to attend Victoria University and finds that there are many factors that show he will be able to handle it.
Ahmed then makes his decisions depending on the result of all three factors. The outcomes of the three factors, whether they are positive or negative, combine to form an intention. Of course, like anything, there are strengths and weaknesses. To the theory of planned behavior, the main strength is that it helps us predict and understand the person's behavior by looking at the factors that affect it. For example, due to perceived behavioral control, we are able to make a connection between behavioral intention and actual behavior. However, a big weakness is that the theory does not consider the person's emotion during the time of decision making. The theory also fails to consider a person's needs before a certain action that would affect their behavioral despite having another expressed attitude. To conclude this presentation, the theory of planned behavior could be used to promote Victoria University in the sense that if the university offers unique facilities and courses, has a good reputation, and market itself as friendly and accessible, the chances of people making the decision to join Victoria University will increase as all or most of the factors were positive.
Thanks for watching. See you all soon.